Good morning, students. So now we are going to continue the next part of this chapter, Footprints Without Feet, by H. G. Wells. In the previous module, we have learnt about the invisible man, means Griffin, the way that his footprints were appeared on the floor. The two boys were chasing him. Somehow that he was managed to escape from them, and the background is also given that who was he and what he had done. That means he had discovered such a rare drug or such a thing which could make a human being invisible, right? And he had become invisible, transparent as a sheet of glass in this manner. So, and we have seen that he had set fire to the house of his landowner in temper, in anger, and after that he had escaped when the two boys that they had followed him. Now, somehow that he had managed, it means he was easily escaped from the boys in London. So that he had easily escaped who followed the footprints, the two boys. So then, but his adventures were not, there was not the end of his adventures. Why? So many things that he had to face later on. Because he had chosen a bad time of the year to wander about London streets. He had chosen bad time. Why? Because first that he was without clothes, and that was the time of mid-winter. So that is why the air was bitterly cold, the atmosphere, and he was without clothes and homeless person. So that is why that was a bad time that he had chosen of the year, wandering about the London. So this reference is given. So that was because of this one. So to protect himself from that winter, from that cold, that he decided to take shelter somewhere, and that he took the decision that to sleep into a big London store for warmth, because the atmosphere was cool outside, too much cold. So that is why he decided to take shelter or to sleep into a big London store, that he searched for warmth. Now, for example, being an invisible man, that he had entered in the store. When the store that shed closed, and the people, the storekeeper, all the assistants, when they went to their homes, closing the store, that time he got the pleasure, or he took the pleasure, invisible man, pleasure of what? Clothing and feeding himself, right? Because nobody was there, he was alone inside that store at the time of night. So he took the pleasure of clothing, feeding. After feeding, for example, he also broke open boxes, wrappers, and he also fitted himself with the warm clothes, right? With the warm clothes, for example, shoes, and overcoat, a white brimmed hat. In this way, it means he became visible now completely. He had worn each and everything. It means a coat, black coat, hat, everything that he had worn. So that is why now he had become a visible person because of clothes inside the store during the night. And he also, from the kitchen of the restaurant, that he found there was cold meat and coffee to eat, because he was hungry, wandering about the streets of London. So at last, in that kitchen of the restaurant, he found cold meat, coffee, which was followed by, his meal was followed by sweets and wine, which he had already collected from the grocery store, sweets and wine. So in this way, almost his night, he had a pleasure, that he took the pleasure of clothing, eating, everything. That night, that store. and finally that he slept on a pile of quilts, that he slept. So what happened, but suddenly if Griffin had managed, for example, if he had managed to wake up in the morning, it means in good time. If he had managed to wake up in good time, all might have been well. But what happened? He did not wake up in time, especially in the morning. He did not wake up. He was sleeping. When the assistants or the shopkeeper, when they opened the store, and when at the same time Griffin noticed, he saw that the assistant and the people, owner of that store, that they were approaching to him. Approaching means that they were coming to him. So what happened? He got panicked and began to run. Right? Suddenly he noticed, as soon as he opened his eyes, he noticed the people were approaching to him. They were coming to him. So he got panicked and he began to run. And in this way, then definitely that they chased. Naturally the people chased him, that storekeeper and all the assistants. And to escape from those people, that he had to remove his new-found clothes. New-found clothes means which he had taken from that store that night. That he had to remove once again that new-found clothes. It means once again that he became without clothes. That he was without clothes and a naked person in that chill atmosphere. The atmosphere was cold outside. And to protect from that cold atmosphere, he had entered in that store. But in the morning, he could not wake up in the time. The storekeeper assistant, that they noticed his presence, they chased him, and to escape from them, what he did, that he had to remove the clothes, newfound clothes. So now, this time that he decided to try something different here, especially a theatrical company that he decided to try. Right? And especially this theatrical company, and it is entering into that company, that he decided that not only that he wanted to get the clothes, but he wanted to take something, that he wanted to see something which could hide the empty space above shoulder. Right? Because above the shoulder nothing was there. Almost a headless person, without head, that invisible man. So that is why, to hide his empty space above the shoulder, it means his head, everything, mouth, that he decided to find out something at that theatrical company. So now at last he came there, Drury Lane, something name is given, that he came in the at the center of the theatre world. Lot of stores that he found. Finally, that he found one store there, that he entered, and after a while, few minutes later, that once again that he came out of the theatre. And this time, what did he find there? That he found at that theatre, it is that store, theatrical company, that he found clothes. Not only clothes, everything to hide the space or that empty space above the shoulder. For example, he found wearing band around forehead. It means he found such a bands or the clothes which could cover his forehead, this part. And after that, dark glasses, because nothing was there, no eyes, nothing was there. So that is why wearing the dark glasses, that he could hide everything. So dark glasses, that he found false nose also false, and big bushy, then big bushy whiskers, right? Whiskers that he also found, and a large hat. So in this manner, that at last that he found all these things, right? So in this way that he took. So all these things that he found at the theatrical place, it means one of the stores in which such clothes that he could find. So now in the next thing what happened, Griffin, that he had almost he had fed up of this life, especially the busy streets of London, this crowded place, because everywhere that he was being chased by the people. So that is why he wanted to be away from this place, this crowded place, London streets. So at last what he did, that he booked two rooms where that he went to the village. The name of the village is given Epping, I-P-I-N-G. Epping, the name of the one London village that is given here. He decided to go there. For that, he booked two rooms at the local inn, right? One of the local inns that he booked two rooms already at that village. Name of the village is Epping. He went there with his luggage that he went there, bag, everything. And this time when he went there, that time he had covered his total face with the bandages and the dark glasses, hat, everything. In this manner that he went there, in this way. And now when he went there, that was really unusual thing for the people. Especially in winter season, the visitors coming at that place, that was really surprising things, unusual things for the people. And plus, the owner of that inn, who was the owner of that inn? Mrs. Hall, wife of Mr. Hall, right? She was the owner of that inn where he had booked two rooms. People started gossiping because he had unusual appearance. Appearance means bandages. The whole face had been covered with the bandages, dark glasses, hat, everything. So that is why the people started talking about various possibilities in that village, about looking at the appearance of this fellow. So he became, because of his uncommon appearance, he became the subject of gossiping for the people of that village Epping. And now Mrs. Hall, that she was happy because in this slack time, that was the slack time of her business, because being the owner of that inn. So she was distressed, disappointed. But in that period, that she got a customer in the form of this man, invisible man, Griffin, and so that is why she was happy, and she wanted to be friendly with this man, Griffin or invisible man. When she wanted to talk to him, that time she got the reply from Griffin or invisible man. What kind of the reply? He said that I am here. It means I have come here for what? In the search of solitude, right? I want loneliness. It means I do not want that somebody should disturb me, right? So he told clearly that he did not want to be disturbed by the people. So that is why in the search of loneliness, solitude, that I am here. Clearly that she told. And he also told about his face, that one of the accidents, my face has been affected. So this is what that my face has been covered with the bandages, everything. But Mrs. Hall, that she was happy because that guest, that customer, that he had paid her in advance, money had given in advance. So that is why she excused everything. In case of Griffin, for example, his strange habits, his plus his temper, his anger, everything that she has excused. But what happened suddenly? Whatever the money he had stolen, everything was over now, finished. So there was no money with this man Griffin. So what he did, that he decided to rob the house of one of the clergymen in the neighbor of Mrs. Hall. So this one story, one incident is given, stealing of money by Griffin. Now this man pretended, when he was running by the money, that time he pretended, he asked, he told Mrs. Hall that I am expecting money at any moment by check. right? So that is why, and he said that I don't have the money now. So any time the check would be there, I am expecting about the check. So, but what happened? Especially next day early morning, especially clergyman and his wife, right? One curious episode took place. Clergyman and his wife, they were awakened by the noise that they were living in the neighbor of Mrs. Hall, that awakened by the noise in the study room. When they were going downstairs, creeping downstairs, once again they heard what they heard, the chink of the money. It means the sound of the money that they heard being taken from the clergyman's desk that they heard. So the clergyman, that he went without making any noise, that he went downstairs holding a rod in his hand. It means with a poker grasp firmly in his hand, that he went downstairs and suddenly he opened the door, right? The word is given here, that is, for example, that he flung the door and he said surrender. Who said? Clergyman. As soon as he opened the door, he said surrender. But when he opened the door, that time, it means he was amazed. He realized that nobody was there inside the room. That he searched here and there. His wife, that she searched behind the curtains, under the desk, over the chimneys, everywhere that she searched, clergyman's wife, but nobody was there. But they noticed one thing. What did they notice? One thing, that few things that they noticed, desk had been opened. For example, desk had been opened and the housekeeping money was missing. That they noticed, though the room was empty, but the desk of the clergyman had been open and the money was missing. It means something has happened. It means somebody had stolen the money. But the clergyman, that he was shocked, that he said that extraordinary affairs, the clergyman said throughout the day, extraordinary affairs. So in this way that we have seen all these 4 points. Now in this chapter now only 4 points are left, that we will continue in the one more module.